I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. We are going to be discussing so many things today. We are going to talk about windows. Yeah, you see this house. It has a very high-rise building with a lot of windows. And these windows are for ventilation. As you know, windows play a vital role in the energy or oxygen the breathing process, people receiving life through the air they breathe. So we are here today to discuss about the windows, opening the windows of opportunity for Nigerians, so that Nigerians can breathe, so that the Nigerians can easily breathe, because the country cannot continue to suffocate, whereas there are many windows that has remained shut, and the people that's supposed to open it refuse to open it, and this has created a lot of problems, and this has created a lot of mess everywhere. So that's what we are discussing today. That's what we are about to discuss. But before we go ahead, remember that you need to, I think because of the copyright, before we continue on this discussion, remember to like and comment, because this is very crucial, so that this can be pushed up by the YouTube. And it's also very important for you to share and to subscribe to this channel. And what are we talking about? We are talking about opening the windows of economic opportunities for Nigerians, because Nigeria is a closed country economically because of incompetent leadership for many years that has closed the windows of opportunity, and the whole windows are closed, and the people are virtually gushing for bread. So think about that. Nigeria, that are so blessed with human resources, with a lot of natural resources, but what are you hearing is that the people cannot breathe. People, instead of enjoying in this, are basically not having any opportunity at all. So everybody has to move to get a bread from one window or two, where you have several windows that need to be opening. What am I talking about these windows? And is that only for the central government, the federal government? It's also applicable to the state government and the local governments. But we are going to talk about specifically the federal government, because once the federal government and those lazy lawmakers know that the windows of Nigerian economic prosperity are still closed, if they now wake up to open it, a lot of things will start happening, and those things are for the positive and for economic growth of that country. That's what we are here to talk about. So let's dabble into this discussion today. It's very, very hot day today, so that's why you might notice that my voice is a bit dry. It's just that the weather is tremendously hot, and we are very glad about it. We are not complaining. Remember, I am still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. So what are we discussing? Basically, Nigerians are waking up and hearing about the government of Tinubu talking about, or the people behind it. I know that have been sponsored by the government, talking about opening the windows, talking about going to regional government, going back to regional government. And they were talking about it as if they don't understand why the present day states are not working, and why the government in the federal is still hanging on with a lot of things, closing the windows for opportunity for the people. So the present states, 36 states, can easily work. It can easily work. and the federal can also work. Nigeria can work if they can listen to what I am about to discuss with you here. These states on their own, all the states in Nigeria are viable. What they just need is the federal government to open up economic windows. These windows are many, but at the moment, what they did is basically to open just one or two. So everybody has to be rushing to Lagos or rushing to Abuja or rushing for oil. So, and this cannot be sustainable because a lot of people are suffocating just to have a 3 square meal. And the states cannot work because they cannot be able to be viable. They are not meant to be viable because the central government over the years made it so. So what does government need to do now is to say, okay, enough of this. Nigeria cannot collapse under us. What we need to do is to just open up every avenue. Give the states the autonomy they needed, this autonomy in everywhere except the foreign affairs and defense, the police, everything. And the airport, international airports, power generation, like they did the partial one, but the gas source is still under monopoly of the federal government. The railway, everything has to be opened up. All the businesses, the seaports, river ports, everything, the roads, all should be opened up. And by so doing, what will happen is that the states can only pay tax based on their productivity and their population. So you will not be hearing about states in some parts of Nigeria, especially in the north, quoting figures that their population is so vast. You will not hear it anymore because the true population will suddenly appear. So that's what I mean by opening up economic windows, or windows of productivity, or windows of Nigeria, so that Nigerians can breathe. There are a lot of windows that Nigeria have, but are still closed. That's why you have monopoly, like Lagos monopolizing international airports, seaports, everything on its own. And you expect the country to move forward. The country cannot move forward because no country can operate under only one window of opportunity. So you cannot have a situation whereby all the states has to rush to Abuja to get their daily meal. So it's not sustainable. It's like a beggarly situation. It's something that you can only see in a communist countries. So if Nigeria is federal, it should practice true federalism. What I'm talking about here is in the sense that the Inspector General of Police cannot be in Abuja dictating everything in issue of crime pertaining to Yobe State, pertaining to Borno State. So those areas has to fashion out their police. You should have a federal police, you should have a state police or whatever. So this can control this crime. These herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, cannot continue if you have this situation, because they can be completely stopped. The herdsmen cannot stop the farmers from moving, producing food. You can see that in 1 year, you can see total change, and the productivity level will grow, because you can see international plane landing in Lokoja, landing in Aba, landing in Ibadan, landing in Abeokuta, landing in Meduguri, landing in Makodi, landing in Onitsha of all places. Cannot have international aviation, but this is a place that you have millions of businessmen that flood into China on weekly basis. So that's why the country is struggling. That's why the country is struggling. That's why you have monopolies of electricity, monopolies of everything. So, and this is what has closed the country down. This is what has closed the economy And that's why the people are suffocating. That's why there are a lot of unemployment, and that's why people are running away from the land. They're running to be enslaved in foreign countries. You can see the pitiable situation they are in. You cry for them. That's why we are here today saying the time to open of economic vitality, economic growth is now. It's now. If Nigeria is to survive the hurricane that is going to come, economic catastrophe that is going to come, because no can survive what Nigeria is actually practicing at the moment. So I don't know what's your view about these things, but whatever your view, you know this is very crucial. But one thing I urge you is to share this video and to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Remember, I am still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. So I don't know what's your opinion on what we have just discussed. I don't know what you think about it. You know, I don't know what you think about it, but go to the comment section and drop your own view. Do you think Nigeria need to open up the windows of economic advancement, economic opportunity to all? Do you think it's very vital for these economic windows to be open so that everyone will have a share of the cake that has been baked for Nigeria and the Nigerians? So I don't know what's your think. I don't know if you're economics, but what is your own view? Do you think there is sense in what we are discussing? Opening up the economic windows so that the people can breathe. Nigeria can survive if we can do this. That's what I'm bringing to you today. I am still Kodili-nye. Please share this video and subscribe if you have not subscribed. I thank you for spending your time in watching what we have been placing here, watching our videos, and we will continue to give you more and more. And I do believe that you will continue to support what we are doing by sharing our videos. Thank you, and God bless you wherever you are. Have a wonderful time. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Bye.